Hey Sanjay, I felt kind of bad leaving you hanging. We didn't get to do our row reduction problems in the augmented matrix. So I'm going to show you real quick how to do that on problems 15 and 16 from section 4.6. I didn't see any of these on the practice test that you had or on the chapter test, but you said that she might have one on there, I guess. So first thing you want to do, I'm going to try to explain this as I go. Hopefully it will make sense to you. There's multiple ways to do these problems. I think that's what you were saying makes it hard. First you put it in your augmented matrix. So we're going to put a 5. The y will go on the other side. You have to have it in the ax plus by equals c form. So it'll be a -1, c is 2, and on this one you have to put your x first, so it's going to be -1, 1, and 4. I know you know how to do that. Next thing you want to do is try to get these two guys, him and him, to be zeros. So we can do that. We can easily get rid of this first one by adding these two rows together. If you watch the burger video, he gives you the rules of what you can do. So it's perfectly legal to add two rows together. So I'm going to leave the bottom row there, and I'm going to add these two rows together and replace this row with these two rows added together. So -1 plus 5 will give you 4. 1 minus 1 is 0, which was what we're looking for. And then 4 plus 2 would give us 6. Okay, now I want to make this one a 0. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to multiply this row by 4 and add it to this row, and I'll put my answer down here. So we don't want to change the top row yet. I'm going to multiply this row. You can do it in 2 steps or 1, and I think that's what makes it confusing on the video. Sometimes he does it in 2 steps, sometimes he does it in 1. I could multiply everything here by 4 and then add it together, or I could just kind of do it in my head. 4 times -1 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 plus 6 is 22. I could have put an extra step in here. I could have written another matrix, 4, 0, 6, 4, -4, 4, 16. I could have done that first and then add them together to get to this matrix, but sometimes he did it in his head, sometimes he wrote it out. You can just do it in your head. We're almost there. These guys need to be 1, so I'm just going to divide everything by 4. So I get 1, 0, and then it would be 6/4 if we don't reduce it. And then we get 0, 1, and 22/4 if we don't reduce it. And finally, we can get our answers. This would be 3/2, and y equals 11/2. So that was a real quick view of how I do it. Let's try one more. 16. Now, if you get at any point, if I would have gotten right here 0, 0, 4, then it's inconsistent, and you would write inconsistent. If I would get at any point 0, 0, 0, it would be infinitely many solutions. That would be the same line because they're multiples of each other. Let's try this next one. Let me use my pencil to write here. Okay, there we go. This one's a little bit easier. 1, 1, 4, 3, 2, 9. So remember what I said, the first thing you want to do is try to get zeros in this place and this place. And there's multiple ways to do this. That's what makes it a little bit more challenging. So I think I will just get rid of, I'll make this a 0 right away. So I'm going to multiply the first row by -3 and add it to the second row. So we get 1, 1, 4. I don't want to change that row yet. So -3 plus 3 is 0. -3 plus 2 is -1. -12 plus 9 is -3. You can see why this one's a little bit easier. And then we need to get a 0 here. So the bottom line is going to stay for right now. And we're just going to add the bottom to the top line and replace the top line with that. So we get 1, negative 1 and 1 is 0, negative 3 and 4 is 1. Final step is we have to get a 1 here, so we divide these guys by negative 1. Top row is done. So we get 0, 1, 3. We have our identity matrix right here, and we'll just get x equals 1 and y equals 3. So the thing to remember is you can multiply any row. Like, do you see how I did that? I got these zeros first. I just took this by negative 3 and added it together. And then I wanted to get a 0 here, so I had to add those two rows together and replace the row that I wanted to change. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions, you can email me and I'll do the problem for you.